In this demonstration, I will show you how to process an item charge on a document that doesn't include the items you want to assign the charge to. And I will do this by creating a new purchase invoice. So when this is an invoice from one of our vendors, let's take White World Importers. I will enter a document number and I will also select the type item charge. All right, and so this is an item charge. In this case, it's a purchase freight, so I will choose the miscellaneous freight purchases. The quantity is 1 and the amount on the invoice is 1,000. All right, so far a very simple invoice. Now, because this is an item charge, we should assign it. Because if you now try to post, you will see that this doesn't work. The system gives us the error message that we must assign all item charges before that we can invoice it. So this means I need to assign the item charge. So I need to tell for which items we're paying the 1,000 freight charges. So that's something that I can do by going to line, then related information, and then item charge assignment. Here I now need to insert the item or items we want to assign the item charge to. So and that's something that I can do by clicking on item charge, get receipt lines. Now you can also assign the item charge to other lines and you can find them under more options. If you now click on actions, functions, you see that you can also assign an item charge to transfers, return shipments, sales shipments, and return receipts. But in this case, I will go for the option Get Receipt Lines. Now, this is now showing me all the received items in our demo company. And so you can see here the list of items, you can see the quantity and so on. And now I can just make a selection. So let me just select some of these items so that we have multiple lines. So I'm doing this by holding the Control key on my keyboard. So let's also take these items and maybe this one. That's okay. So next I will click on OK. So and now we have a number of lines that we can assign our item charge to. Now here you can see that we need to assign one quantity. So quantity is 1 and an amount of 1,000. Now there are different ways to make the assignment because we need to divide the 1 and the 1,000 over all these lines. So that's something that you can do manually by entering a quantity in the quantity to assign field. But of course, it's much easier to have Business Central suggest an item charge assignment. So by clicking here on item charge, I can go to the suggest item charge assignment. And here you can see the different ways that we can use. So there's equally, which means that each line will get the same quantity and the same amount. You can also make an assignment by amount, which means that the system will look at the line amount and make an assignment based on that amount. But you can also do this by weight and by volume, which means that the system can look at the weight or the volume of an item. So for this option, or for this example, let me maybe use the by volume option. Next, I will click on OK, and you will see now that the system has divided the 1 over all these lines using the item volume. Now the item volume is a field that you can enter on the item card, which means that now these freight charges take into account the volume of each item. All right, so now I can click on close. And if I now try to post again, you will see that now it will work. So let's check the posted document and let's navigate on the document. So I will click on Actions, Navigate. So in there you will see that besides the GL entries, the text entry and so on, the system also created 5 new value entries. So let's go and have a look. And for each item that we have used in the item charge assignment, you can now see a new value entry. So this means that the direct cost of the item is increased with the amount that you can see here.